guys, it is finally here. Episode number 1 of Crosstalk. It is a Monday evening, and with me is Zhane Padmore. No better way to start a series than to be cultured.
Oh shoot, thank you. Thank you very much for
It's
having me.
definitely an honor to have you here next to me. A young lady that I've seen grown over so many years from a tiny tot in a swim pool.
Don't make me blush.
So no. She's definitely someone to look out for, Zhane, so just tell us a bit about your business Cultured. What is it? How did it come about?
Cultured is, I like to call it a movement.
Yeah.
It is essentially a trendy accessories brand based on African prints, bright, vibrant colors. Not only African prints, but I use other prints as well. And it's just a movement for me, honestly. You have to be cultured.
Oh, definitely. I mean, what is life without culture?
I know, right?
So just tell me a bit about what goes into the actual piece. 'Cause I'm looking at one now and I'm lost as like the materials and that sort of stuff.
Yeah, well, me personally, I love prints. I love vibrant prints. I love color, and I just go searching for any print that piques my interest, and I start there. And then what I do for clients, I give them the option to choose the prints that they want.
Okay.
So it's not me choosing, it's them. So it's personal to them, and then the rest is history. I make it for them, no matter how large, how small. Once they're happy, I'm happy.
All right, so we know for sure that you're involved in several other activities. The pageants, the
Yes.
the queen. Yeah, dear. And there's also the dance as well.
Yes.
So for you, which do you find is more rewarding? I guess is a word I could say. More rewarding for you as an experience.
Oh, I think every aspect of my life is rewarding. I mean, I would not pinpoint. I wouldn't be able to pinpoint one, because my passion for pageantry is like amazing. It's there.
We see it. We definitely see it.
I can't help but be involved. And if I'm not actually in a pageant, I'm always helping. So that's a passion of mine. Dance is also a passion of mine. I can't go through life without dance. And with Cultured now, I mean, I'm into fashion. I love fashion. So it is also a passion of mine. So every aspect of my life has been combined to create the beautiful life that I try to have,
Then like when we think then about the studying as well, because I don't think it's something that you've particularly studied for, the prints.
No, actually, no.
Yeah, so like tell us, like what did you study at university?
I studied management with a concentration in entrepreneurship,
Yeah.
but my original goal was actually to be an event manager.
Oh, dear. I
Yeah.
can still see you in that role.
I
to be
mean,
honest.
yeah,
There's still time. Young
there is.
yam,
It's
young
true,
yam.
it's true. But after realizing that the job market was, pretty challenging, I just decided, okay, one day I made one for myself, and the rest is history. I had a lot of persons asking me, where did you get your necklace from? And I was like, I made it. And they were just like, are you serious? You need to make one for me. And then I just decided to open my own business.
And it's interesting the topic you said, as a young person, you said that, the job market was saturated. And that is something that a lot of young people find challenges with right now.
Yes.
So it becomes a case then of you study for one thing and then you are almost forced in a sense to do something else.
Yeah.
So as a young person, how do you, work with that trade-off? Okay, this is my passion, but maybe I should do this because it might make me just money at this particular point in time.
Well, that's how it originally started for me. I mean, I do have a passion in fashion, so it kind of was like, I don't have a problem doing this for now, but essentially I would still like to, be in the job market and be out there and gain some experience, because my logic is that in order to be a successful entrepreneur, you still have to have some background in the work arena,
the management area.
The management area, yeah. Because I mean, learning it and actually being in it are two different things.
Completely.
Precisely. So that's my logic. But so far, it's been a great experience, and although it is challenging, I mean, balancing all of the events that I do, it is challenging, but I'm learning every day, and I would not have thought of it any better.
Yeah, and then in terms of challenges as well, was it a real challenge for you to get started in terms of, did you need like financial backing or?
Yes, I must say that I had to take some risks, and I also had to take some sacrifices as well. But I was still able, with the help of my family and friends, they were able to, work with me, sit down with me. If I asked them questions, they would help me, they would answer my questions, they would assist me where they can, and I'm truly thankful for the support.
It's definitely an excellent thing to have when it comes to, especially entrepreneurship, because
Yeah.
there are times that you would find yourself somewhat dejected.
Oh,
like,
yes.
Even in this very series,
Yes.
going forward is like, you had an idea, but it didn't
Yeah.
exactly work how you wanted it.
Yeah.
So a support system is definitely a major thing to have
For
as well.
sure. And being patient as well, because doing what I'm doing, I have to take things in steps. I can think big.
Yeah, for sure.
I can dream big, but I have to remember, okay, it's time to take things in steps
Hit with a
because
little reality. Yeah,
because it can get very overwhelming. So I definitely would advise anyone out there, take things in steps. Yes, it's okay to dream big, but take things in steps and just stay positive and stay true to what you are doing, and the rest is history.
And then even in thinking about it, you stated that it's not something that you specifically studied, and it is a creative art form in a sense, and that is something that I guess you can say is not heavily focused on in Barbados as a career choice. So is it something that we need to have implemented more in schools, to foster greater creativity?
Definitely. I mean, who's to say that the average student is one that's supposed to be academically inclined? Like, you never know. And Rihanna would tell you, I mean, yes, she's a singer, but she wouldn't have learned that at school. And I mean, even the music program that they have in certain schools, I mean, granted, some schools have a stronger music program than others, but in terms of the arts, like, the arts it's so streamlined into one category that you can't just say, okay, I'm just going to textiles or do dressmaking or fashion designing until probably BCC. And that may be too late, precisely, that may be too late. You may want, well, especially in this current situation that we are living in, I feel as though we should focus on grasping the attention of the young ones, especially from in primary school or early secondary school, to, focus on their career paths and not just study of being a lawyer or doctor. There's so many
them,
precisely, especially when they're preaching, entrepreneurship is key, blah 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 blah. It's still good to think outside the box.
I mean, it's perfect that you said entrepreneurship is key, because that's something that is pushed heavily a lot now.
Yes.
But can it be pushed too much? Can there be too many entrepreneurs in one area?
I think the problem is everybody sees entrepreneurship as being a lifestyle that is amazing.
Yeah.
And they don't understand they do not understand the meat of the matter. It is serious hard work. So it's okay for the government and other persons to be preaching, okay, entrepreneurship, but at the end of the day, you have to think realistic. And yes, everything leads into the fact that the economic downturn and the job markets are really it's really tight.
Home almost every single
day. But at the same time, you don't want your particular market to be saturated, because then it becomes a problem. So I guess diversity is definitely something to be considered when you're studying the push and drive towards entrepreneurship.
I have one major question for you, Zhane.
Okay.
How do I word this? Is it high time that we shift a focus from the textbook style of learning in our schools and, move to more new age jobs, I guess you could say as?
I definitely agree. I mean, I don't want to
it's not to discredit, the learning, because there's something we know what that is for.
Precisely.
But, is the focus too heavy on streamlining a set of children? I'm gonna
be very real with you right now. Honestly, although I studied management with a concentration in entrepreneurship, it only stayed in this, but it's not actually happening. Like, I'm not really applying. Some things I do apply.
Some things happen.
Don't get me wrong, but most things you just end up not applying. It's good to have the knowledge, but it's still great to have the practical side of things, and I think that's where we definitely have the downfall in. I mean, I know of persons in Canada who studied in Canada, and they have a co-op situation where they're able to...
The internships are part of their program.
Precisely. So I think definitely involving internships into university courses and degrees would be awesome. That's something I would love to be a part of.
To give back, because an investment,
yeah.
investment, greatest investment is in people. At the end of the
Precisely.
day.
Yeah. So I don't know if it's possible in secondary schools, but that I guess sixth form level probably based on the
numbers and that sort of
subjects
situation.
they're studying and stuff. But definitely for the university and tertiary level.
Well, Zhane, a couple questions before we finish.
Okay.
If you could date one celeb, who would it be?
Oh my god. Oh dear.
One celeb, just one.
Ooh. The pressure.
I mean, you're probably 30 you could consider, but one.
I like Drake.
Oh, that's great. The OVO boss.
Hey.
Favorite food?
I like salad and chicken actually.
Salad. Oh,
I like
geez.
experimenting with salad.
It's a little too healthy for me. I thought a lasagna would come out maybe.
I like cheesecake. If that helps.
I could work with that.
If that helps.
Sweet tooth. And then finally, favorite color?
I love purple and I also love pink.
Purple and pink. She's truly a girly girl.
Yes, I am.
Well, Zhane, I'd like to thank you for joining us on the very, very first episode of Crosstalk. It has been an honor talking to you.
It's been a pleasure being here as well,
A wealth
Joel.
of knowledge. And, I wish you all the best with your cultured business.
Thank you very much.
Well, guys, there you have it. The very first episode of Crosstalk. We're going to be with you every single Monday night from October 31st. Tonight, that is 7 p.m. Look out for us. Like, comment, share. I'm Joel Manning, your host. And you are watching Crosstalk.